What's up, guys? Big day, big day. Today is Dyno Day. No, not that type of Dyno Day, but that would be super awesome. Today's Dyno Day, and not best case scenario, but it's raining outside. Let's go see what that looks like. Okay. It stopped raining outside, but it was raining before. So it should stop before we have to leave. There's a few things I got to do for the Atom before I can take it. And guys, I want to appreciate, we're getting a lot of love on these videos. I really appreciate you guys watching them. That means a lot to me. And I'm getting a lot of people who owned Atoms, who have Atoms, and just getting tons of good responses and then offering their help and advice. And I really, really appreciate that. The one thing that someone just told me that was very, very interesting, and I might check it out today, was that, and I knew that the Atoms came in multiple different packages. I think 3 packages. So yes, regular stage 1, 2, and stage 3. Stage 3 was a full like 300 horsepower. And I could never find a build sheet for this, so I never actually knew what stage mine was in. But they said if you look on the back of the ECU, which I believe that the ECU is mounted right here. Yes, right here. If you look on the back of the ECU, it'll tell you what stage it is. So I'm not gonna take that out right now, although I'm so tempted to. I hear the ECU prongs going into the harness are very finicky. So I don't want to take that out before during Dyno Day. We'll take it out after Dyno Day. 2, I got a call from the company that makes this master loop. Very, very interesting. We'll talk more about that later. But first, I need to get this thing ready. I need to make sure it's got gas. I need to put these covers back on because it's kind of wet. Got to put that cover. Honestly, I think it's gonna do. I'm hoping this thing is super low. I'm hoping it's like 215. If it did 200, that'd be amazing because the lower it is, I think it's pretty quick right now. The lower it is, the more potential it's got. So if it's at 200, hey, at 200, it's really quick. But but we can easily make it 300. That's great news. I'm gonna try to get this front hood piece fastened. I'm gonna drill the holes right there. Put some nylon washer so I don't scratch up the carbon fiber. Try to get that piece on, and then throw the other pieces on the back, and we should be good to go. I also have learned a lot more about this car. The guy who owned it previously has not gotten back to me, but I got a call from a guy that owns an Ariel Atom 3. Super cool guy. He actually invited me to be a guest and go to one of his track days. He does a lot of track days. He does about 20 track days a year in his Ariel Atom 3, and then he's actually an instructor. So he's probably pretty quick. So I'm definitely gonna do that. That sounds awesome. But he was telling me about a thread that he was reading on the Ariel Atom chat. And it was an old chat, and they were following this vehicle, this Ariel Atom, that was for sale for like $47,000. And then some guy test drove it, and then ended up selling to another guy, and they were complaining about some stuff, and they're kind of tracking the history of it. And then the guy who bought it jumped on. He's like, hey, how's the guy that bought it? And then they were talking to him, and they were saying that you may have a hard time. It's claiming it's got a PA title. So at one point in time, it was in PA. And all these things coming back, and it was VIN number 50. It was this Atom. And they actually said that this car was one of the cars that when Bramo went out of business or stopped doing the licensing, they actually focused on electric motorcycles. They sold the rights, or a company called TMI, which makes the Ariel Atom 3 and the 3S and the 4 right now. They used to be in Virginia. They bought the rights to it, and apparently they got a couple extra. They bought all the other cars that Bramo did not sell. So what they were saying was that this was part of the Ariel Atom driving experience. This is one of the cars that was part of the Ariel Atom driving experience. And they had them at Virginia International Raceway, and they were maintained by the company TMI. So the current Ariel Atom company should know a lot about this car. I've not contacted them. I'm gonna contact them. I can't wait. It's the same company that's making the 3 and the 3.5 and the 3S and the 4. I think the 4 is brand new. I'm not sure if it's actually out yet, but they also make the Nomad. So I'm gonna call them up and see if they can tell me more about the car, which is super, super exciting for me. Let's try to put these pieces back on and get this thing ready for the dyno. Dyno day.
Oh yeah. Yo, let's do this.
Now I'm going to, all right, so we got fuel. I'm probably not gonna use this. I'm probably gonna keep this off. It's not really covering anything that important. I don't think I'll be able to put that cowl on because I gotta re-drill. These are different, these little D-ring quick releases are different than the ones that I just bought. So I don't have enough for those, but I do have at least 2 if I don't use this, and I can at least get the front bonnet on. Bonnet, I said bonnet for you, for all you UK guys. We don't say bonnet, we say hood. So what Skunkworks did that was really cool and really nice is they actually have these little dimples in there telling me where to drill the hole. And when I open it up and lift it up, it looks exactly like that's where it's supposed to be. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna drill it right there and hopefully that works. All right, so here's the D-rings. I'm trying to find a drill bit that's just slightly bigger. We'll try 1/4 inch. Quarter inch is a little bit too small. We'll go with 5/16. So what I really need is I need a little nylon clip that goes on the back here that actually keeps this thing secure. But we don't have that, so let's just try putting it on. So that works perfectly. And you actually see how why they put them up top and all centered so the rest of the D-rings kind of folds down. Let me finish securing the front nose cone and then we'll actually fasten that on there. We should be good to go. Alright, so if you guys are wondering what's up with the Viper, I just got back from the shop. Got the, and this will be in one of our other videos, but just got back from the shop, fixing some stuff. One, I found out it's got a Borla exhaust on it, but we took the rockers off because they're so close to the exhaust, they have a tendency of paint peeling and also discoloration. So I am getting the Viper ready to sell. Took them off and they're getting painted. So that's why the Viper looks the way it currently does. Yo, Harrison, what time is it?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. All right, so we gotta leave almost right now. I'm glad it's clearing up because I don't want to drive the thing in the rain.
Yeah.
Are you putting it on the trailer?
Nah. We could drive it.
Yeah, so I was honking the whole way down the neighborhood. We almost got out of the neighborhood with Sean not having a tag on the car. And so, like, in theory, that dealer tag kind of like trumps all because it's like, yeah, it's like kind of like a trump card. You can slap it on basically anything. There are rules, but it's a dealer tag. So that dealer tag really was the difference between him making it to the dyno and his car being impounded and him taken to jail. So lucky we caught his attention there. We almost did, and he almost pulled down the main road after we were honked for like 12 years and waved our hands.
Yo, what do you think this thing's gonna run on the dyno? I think they say stock on this is like 275, but the dyno always is crazy low compared to what you think it is.
Yo, crazy idea. I think it's gonna run sub 200.
Dude, I was gonna say,
Like
I was honestly gonna
198.
say, I don't know if it'd do sub 200, but it's gonna be low 200s, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go out there and I'm just gonna be like 198 or something.
198? Okay.
Something
okay.
that'll just like blow all of our minds. Like, how is this thing this fast and only got 198 horse?
I'm gonna say 210. 210.
It's a solid number. What's it
Solid.
say it's supposed to do? 270?
275, I think.
I mean, that'll be a big drop if it only does 198.
Yeah, but dude, honestly, it's not crazy because I'm pretty sure it's 275. Like, that's not to the crank. Like, or that is to the crank. It's not to the wheels. Yeah, it's not to the wheels. So, and who knows if this thing's running at peak performance?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
So I'm like, dude, honestly, it's gonna be low. It's gonna be low. Like, there's no way it's like close to 275.
Yeah, should we run in a puddle and spray them?
That would be awesome.
Dang.
Right.
Yo, you're getting squirrely on that on-ramp.
Square like a beast.
That would have been really bad if we forgot the tag.
Well, I was saying in the video about how when you actually forget, you don't know the whole time, you never get pulled over. But when you forget and then you know it, you get pulled over.
Oh,
I drove the whole way back from inner city New York with no tag on the car once.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Go ahead.
I thought I was gonna get pulled over like 12 times. Your initial reaction to when you have no tag on is to go fast to get back quicker.
Right.
So you're like flying
Right.
with no tag.
I was watching Hoovie's Garage.
Yeah.
He has a like 1970 something Cadillac Eldorado that he's trying to sell for like $8,000, and then it dropped the price to like 60 something.
I can't find anyone to buy my 76 Cadillac Eldorado, and I thought it was a slam dunk at $8,000 considering how nice it is, 54,000 original miles, no rust ever, original paint, original interior, super clean, cold air conditioning, but no takers, nobody. So now I've lowered the price to $6,700, or about half of what I have into it.
I'm gonna make him an offer for $5. Let's buy it.
What do you say?
It's a big. He says it's in perfect. He says he's got 12 grand in this thing. It's not just send Hoovie an email. Let's actually let's make like a video saying it'll be like buying Hoovie's Eldorado for $5,000. You know what I mean? And then see if he sees it, get some buzz. I think that'd be cool. Where's he at? California?
No.
I
I thought he was in like Georgia.
I think he's in California.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I thought so. That'd be a cool car. That can replace the Lincoln Town car.
What year is it?
It's 70 something.
Okay.
It's sweet looking, man. But he said he's got like 12 or 14 grand in it. And then let's just take it to auction and make money on it.
Dude, that would be pretty cool.
Or drive around for a while. I love those big giant boats,
Yeah.
man. I'm really hoping that they can. I asked them if they can tune it, if they can dyno tune it. They're not gonna do it now, but I asked them if they could. He's like, well, we can't tap into the Ariel Atom computer system. And I called a couple other tuner places, and they're like, there's nothing to it. It's just a Chevy Cobalt SS. So I told them that. I'm hoping that they can say, oh yeah, we can tune this thing, we can mod this thing.
Who are these people?
Yeah, because if they can, they know all about that motor. They're like, yeah, we've worked on that motor all the time. So instead of me sending it to South Carolina, I can just send it right here. And they can just throw in a pulley and a blower and a turbocharger and dyno tune it right here. We can just be involved in the process and make videos about it. And so that's kind of what I'm hoping. Either everyone's looking at the Atom, or they're all super excited about that Monte Carlo. That like 90s Monte Carlo. It is a sweet Blazer, isn't it?
Yeah, that Blazer's sick.
Never build one of those. You always buy one that someone else is
yeah.
like, you know, they're going through a divorce or something like that. Look at the supercharger. Look at the size of the supercharger on that El Camino. So it's huge.
They got some sweet stuff here.
You like that Blazer up there on the lift? So awesome.
So cool.
Alright, so guys, we are at Race Crafters in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They dynoed the Viper. Now they're dynoing this. Let's see what happens.
So we're just gonna do it versus wheel speed today. And then we did see that bare wire right there? See the copper showing out wire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. That needs to be fixed.
Okay.
I gotta find the connector on this thing. Maybe we can do that before you leave.
Oh, the
And I'm
OBD2?
gonna yeah, the OBD2.
Yeah, it's right there. It's that edge unit's plugged into it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's just
We'll plug our laptop into it and see if we can communicate with this. We should be able to, because it's just an LSJ.
Right.
And that, we'll try it and see.
Okay.
And then we'll know that, hey, we can do tuning to this when you want to do different mods, smaller blower pulleys.
Awesome.
And we definitely would need to, I would want to just give it an overall health check, fuel filters, spark plugs,
Right.
and that, because it is, we're going to start leaning on a supercharger motor, fix that wire,
Okay.
that kind of stuff. Next run we'll go a little higher on that. On it to 6,500 on the next run. So what are we?
so 239 horsepower. What kind of torque?
We can't measure the torque because we don't have an RPM hookup today. So until we fix that
239
for that. So
Okay.
we're just gonna have power readings today.
So what I'm really hoping that they can actually tap into this computer and they can work on it, because this guy knows what he's talking about. He saw stuff that the other places didn't see, and I'd love to just leave it here for a week or so and just have him just check everything. He knows, and he doesn't. It's not just like, you take it to a Chevy dealership. They know how to make it run properly. He knows how to make big horsepower and modifying it, and that's a big difference. So I did way more horsepower than I thought.
Yeah.
He said they kind of took it easy. He's expecting a little bit more the next run.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe we all
So
underestimated
maybe
it.
500?
Maybe 500.
Just a
Yeah.
little
Yeah, maybe 500. I was thinking maybe 450 minimum.
Wow, I was so off.
Did your ears hurt when that thing?
Nah, damn it, girl. Ah, gosh.
Okay.
No, man, your ears, blood's coming out of your ears. No, man, I'm all right.
I'm like, no, I'm fine. Wait, what'd you say?
What?
That power wash.
Super sick power wash. I think it's probably pushing what? 50 horsepower?
Yeah, they got that thing on the engine dyno in the back.
They go pressure washer all the time.
Went down.
It's all about heat.
What would happen if these straps broke?
Broke? Well, you would go through that wall. That's just physics, dude.
No, I understand what would happen.
No,
I'm
you
just
asked
saying.
that though.
Dude, take this out of the video.
I'm not taking it.
I see videos of cars being so powerful that they actually spin the tires on the dyno. They start smoking rubber on the dyno. I thought this boat was gonna do that.
You hoped.
Put those new mirrors on. Greatest thing I've ever done in my life.
Really?
Yeah. The old
More
mirrors.
so
Even
than
more so
making
having
your
your
kids?
kids. I was just saying that.
Fourth greatest thing of my life. Those old mirrors were this big.
Yes, we used to do a lot of Cobalt SSs on that. We've had those Cobalt SS engines making over 400 horse that probably is actually did one was just about 500 horse.
I need that. Give me that package. What's that going to cost me?
On whole engine.
And you were able to connect to it?
Yeah, we're actually reading the program out right now to see,
Oh, cool.
just to make sure.
Well, that's good news. And you guys can take all my money. What's the most horsepower you ever dynoed on this?
Oh, yeah.
What do we have on there? Just under 1,900.
What?
What was that?
Is it that? Is that Monte Carlo?
There you go.
How did we get that on the Atom?
That was actually a twin turbo Mustang.
Wow.
It was a race car.
What body style?
A Fox body.
Fox body.
1900 horsepower.
Wow. Hope we get that 240. 240 horsepower. Do you have some nitrous that we can just shoot in there, like in the intake, and just get like an extra like 1 horsepower?
I do. We probably need some pistons too. All right, Dan. I think we're ready. Yeah.
Get worse.
I thought it was gonna be up in the 400s after they moved it up.
So the Edge tuner, the Edge Insight actually has its own little torque gauge. So we'll type in the weight, and we'll do some runs, and I don't know what we'll do. And so what are you saying? The torque should be very similar to horsepower. What would be the first next step, or like let's say the next 5 things we would do to? If this was your daughter's car.
If this was your daughter's car. You know, from here we need to do a health check, check plugs, hook up fuel pressure to it, fix that wiring on the primary side of that one coil, and you know, just give it a clean bill of health. And once we know that's all right, then I would put a pulley on the supercharger and a base tune in there and see where we're at.
Okay. What kind of more with a pulley and a base tune? How much more horsepower can you get out of that?
Generally 40 to 50. Yeah.
At 2 wheels. You can get like the 290.
What's that?
You can get like 290 on the wheels.
Yeah. It looks like somebody, from what I saw in the tune we just read out, it looks like somebody's been in there already because it doesn't have stock timing tables in it compared to a Cobalt timing table. And then if you saw, once we get up in the higher RPM there, a couple wisps of smoke, that's generally a sign of detonation on that, so we probably end up having to pull some timing out, you know, and then they generally, once you get rid of that detonation on, generally end up making a little more power.
Okay.
Something like this, we might have seen 2, 3, 4 horse, but I don't want to get into any tuning until we hook up fuel pressure, fix that primary wiring, so just give it a good bill of health.
So it had radium plugs in it, and they were all black, so I took them out and I put regular copper ones in there. I don't know what's supposed to be in there or what's better for a modified car like this. I'm sure you would know.
Generally, once we start modifying these things and increasing the boost to that, we run an NGK plug in it.
Okay.
NGK is more forgiving spark plug or something.
Okay.
An NGK will melt before a piston. So you generally know you have a problem with that.
Right. But you can get so we can get 300 horsepower to the wheels fairly easily without having to modify the pistons.
Yeah, I think you'd be at the limit, you know, for what we feel safe with.
Okay. Yeah. When can you guys start working on it? I should probably ask how much it's going to cost.
Let me, I'll get you pulley and belt price on that. We'll take a quick look around here, see what's involved in disassembly as far as getting the fuel pressure and that wiring harness. I'll give you a rough idea here before you leave.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Cool. And then you guys, would you guys be able to see this like this week or next week?
Right now I'm about 2 weeks out on that. I have a guy on vacation and we're slammed with this kind of stuff right now. So that'd be about 2 weeks till I can get it in.
Okay. Cool. Sounds good. That gives us time to put new tires on it and get all aligned properly.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you. There's their engine dyno.
Oh, that's sick.
A couple things. I want to roll through the tune and look at it, just see if they changed any injectors or anything, if they already have bigger injectors in it.
Oh, cool.
You know, so we know, and then I can call you with a, you know, this afternoon, let you know exactly what we're looking at, and go from there.
Yeah, they made that car in 3 stages, and I don't know which one that is.
Okay.
So apparently on the back of the ECU will say what stage it is.
Okay.
I also hear it's, you want to be careful with that because like the prongs in the ECU and the other stuff is kind of finicky. But I'm going to try to check that out today. But you'll be able to know from the ECU what mods, you know, or what injectors and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, from the program I read out.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll check into all that stuff and then you know, give you a shout this afternoon.
Okay.
Lay down some base deals here and and figure it out, man.
As of right now, you don't see anything dangerous about me driving it or riding?
No, I don't. I mean, we didn't, you know, we weren't monitoring air fuel ratio or anything like that, you know, fuel pressure. But, you know, without checking all that stuff, I wouldn't take it to a track day.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on a lecture.
So, I think we got some bad news with the Atom. Let me show you guys what, can you see this? A little bit of slop right there. And it's not going in any gear. So, tracing it back. At first I was like, oh, it must be a linkage thing. I look under, everything's pretty easy to see. I look underneath the shifter. Everything's connected. Stuff down there at the shifter is moving stuff over here at the motor. So, maybe the Atom's getting a new transmission.